To me, Gabe.
What happened? Oh shit.
Text you, called you, make sure that everything was gonna be all right.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, okay, we made it though. We made it. Yeah, nah, but
Yes,
hey,
sir.
crazy ass news today. But we live, shit. We live.
Oh, yes, sir.
Crazy
Yes,
ass
sir.
news though today, man. That shit was just surprising. You know what I mean? Everything was hoping to see if it was all right, but I guess we don't gotta wait for that shit anymore.
No, I actually thought that when I thought we were gonna have everything set up, like you know what I mean. Okay, cool.
We
No,
gonna
I
get into
thought,
it. We
I
gonna
thought
get
we were
into
gonna
it
talk
though.
about Jamal Adams and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
for real.
oh man, we're
At
gonna
least
get into it.
we got shit to talk about at least though. That's for sure.
Hell
Yep.
yeah, hell yeah. We step away
Oh
real
yeah.
quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy.
Yes, it is. This is
I,
fucking crazy.
it's crazy because like I was thinking like, all right, man, we're gonna get this little quick hour show in, whatever. And I came close to wearing that hat too. Oh, no, yours is silver, huh? Mine's the gold one.
Oh no,
And yours,
it's just a regular. It's no, it's gray. It's green, but it's just with the olive green with the fucking the regular Raider patch.
yeah, shit. Welcome to Red Nation Live. I'm your host Low. We got Raider Gabe in the building. Coach Gravy's camping. He's doing his wilderness stuff, but last minute addition. Usually, I always fucking put everything up. You know what I mean? That Sportsman's gonna be on, but Sportsman came through. What's up, Dow?
What it do? What it do, man? What's cracking with it? You already know what it is.
Yeah, shit, man, dude.
Yes,
What the
sir.
fuck?
Hey man,
Surprise,
I
surprise,
mean,
motherfucker.
Surprise,
yes, sir.
surprise.
They're running shit different. I just guess they didn't like the way he was going about his business right now. You know what I mean? With this,
Is that what it was? Because like I mean, you're getting conflicting reports.
Well, what the reports are saying that they're trying to get the 35 million back guarantee that they still owe him because the way he was going about his rehab. So pretty much sure they rubbed him the wrong way. You know what I mean? Especially because it wasn't their that wasn't their signing either.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Right.
trying to figure out like what we could talk about, like, and I was actually thinking like some shit like, all right, because I was watching Raider films. Shout out Raider films, bro. Like I always watch fucking Raider films, dude. Like I like his analysis and stuff like that, and how he looks at it. And he had a 3-4 defense talking about like how Pete was gonna do it, but he needed Wilkins to be there. Now he's not there, bro. Shit.
Hey, but do you think now looking back at it, hindsight though, it makes perfect sense why they went to go draft two tight end. I mean, two defensive tackles in the draft too. I mean, I know a little bit later, but I mean, I like those. I mean, I don't expect the most out of them, but I expect them to contribute. You know what I mean? Tank. I mean, fucking Tonka and fucking and JJ. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. But and it's time for number 9 to shine. You know what I mean? Number
Oh,
9 is
here we go. Number 99. Look at me
Adam Butler.
already.
Hey, now you know what? Speaking of number 9, I did a post on Instagram the other day. You know, these players, they like to get back at me, man. That should be funny. Be tripping me out. I'll be surprised who fucking actually messages me and shit.
Yeah.
I fucking did a post on fucking Tyree Wilson, and I said, people making videos about putting Tyree on the inside because Christian Wilkins is out. I'm like, fuck that. Put him on the edge. He's an edge rusher. He ain't a better defensive tackle than Jonah Laulu. He ain't a better defensive tackle than Adam Butler. Let him get his thing on the outside with his speed and his length and shit like that. This motherfucker hit me up. He was like, we eating inside and outside. I said, all right, for sure. I said, well, shit, it's your year, bruh. It's your year. We gonna need it to happen. But, you know, he's not a defensive tackle to me. I mean, he's not a defensive tackle, man. He's got to be in the edge rush,
You're gonna have to help out,
edge
though.
rush rotation.
You're gonna have to help out. That's for sure. Because I mean, with this subtraction, you know what I mean, hopefully that makes them make them stand out. But like those guys, like I said, the guys that we drafted, you know what I mean, like you said, Lalau, shit like that, him, and then hopefully that gives up, even some more look at the other guys, like the dude that that's coming over from the rugby, you know what I mean, the other Oos that we have, you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
it? Lecky
Tasi.
Tasi.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I mean,
Lecky
but
Tasi.
I mean, I just think that I think we're going to be a physical team to where we're going to be physical in the run anyway. I think that's what Wilkins was helping out. Obviously, you know, I think his pass rushing ability kind of is what we were hoping for. But I mean, shit, we've got him for 5 games, bro. I mean, he's gone now. He's not a Raider no more. Shit, he's done, and it's looking like one of the uglier fucking contracts, to be honest. Now, when you look at it, especially with the time that he's spent here and what he was signed for, and then the expectations when he was coming in, you know what I mean, to make that defense, you know, I mean, a top 10 defense, because they were coming off of that little stretch that they had, you know what I mean, with at the end of that run with Versace and shit like that, you know what I mean, when we took over for McDaniels, but he just never proved himself. And I think the rehab shit just rubbed Pete Carroll and the new staff the wrong way, bro. And it's just they're getting their shit together with their guys, with the guys that they feel that they're putting in the work.
I got a question though for y'all.
What's up, brother?
Do y'all think this has anything to do with the recently released dance video that he put out the other day?
Yes. I have. I mean, I think they already had a certain like idea. I think they were probably like leaning towards that, but that was like made their decision maybe speed up a little bit, maybe probably.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, is this a recent dance video? I mean, because he was bending the foot, everything was bending. So you know what I mean? I thought that was a positive sign. But if they telling them, hey, don't be doing shit like that. I mean, he must have been doing something like that for the first time, because people forget that the general time it takes to heal that Jones fracture, but probably not for 300-pounders, is 6 to 8 weeks. Bruh, it's been more than 6 to 8 months. It's like 10 months. Like something went wrong. You know what I mean? It was in October he got hurt. We in what? About to be August? Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I think that too, also because you know how they are trying to get that money back because of the way he was supposedly handle his rehab. I mean, that could be like a proof video, you know, a proof type video of, look, this is what he was doing during his rehab. This is what he's doing during his rehab, and that's some type of shit. I mean, I know he filed grievance today, you know what I mean, towards the NFLPA. So we'll see how that shit works out, though. I mean, I don't know how that shit works out with the cap, because they released him now and he's fighting it. I don't know how long. They say that could be a lengthy process with all of that shit, but
so that frees up money for us then. That's what I was going to ask too.
Does that does that free up right away, or did they wait till the process, you know, kind of lingers? I don't know how it goes. But
it's tough.
I think that more of that information will probably come out in the next coming days.
Yeah. So right now we're looking on SportsIllustrated.com. It says right here, the Raiders release eyebrows and raising statements after shock release of Christian Wilkins. So I came down right here. It said it was quite a surprising move. The Thursday night release standout defensive tackle Christian Wilkins just after one season. Adam Schefter reported it. It says right here, we have decided that it is in the best interest of the organization to move on from Christian Wilkins. And he has been informed of the release of the team. The Raiders wrote, this franchise is committed to excellence on and off the field. There was no clear path or plan for future to play from Christian. This transaction is necessary for the entire organization to move forward and prepare for a new season.
Now, I think the biggest thing of that, what I'm reading right now, is saying that the cap hit would be 17.9 million, right? But that's one thing. But it says with an additional 55 million hitting the cap in 2026. That's why I thought they would never do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why I thought there's no way they're gonna do it, because the cap hit for next year is just too big. Like, bro, you got 80 million in cap space next year, not no more. That's tough.
Yeah, it all depends on it all depends on the outcome of the situation, because they do get that money back. I read something about it's 8 million back to them towards the cap this year more, and 25 million towards the cap even more on top of what they had last year. So it's all depending.
Yeah, neither one are good. Yeah, neither one are good, but 25 million towards the cap is better than 55 million towards the cap. But damn, that's why I thought they wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and ride it out. It is what it is. I mean, cause fuck. Even best case scenario, 25 million towards the cap next season is big. That's 25 million you can't spend next year.
Yeah.
After not spending this year. That's tough. You know what I mean? I can see if we went all out in free agency this year and was crazy spending, then we can afford to not really spend nothing next year. But we didn't really do that. So I don't know, man. This is shaky.
Yeah, it is. All right, man. Like we always do, we get to the chat real quick, and I know we kind of just started off. A lot of breaking news going on. We get to the chat, man. We'll get back into it and start looking at, are they going to start signing somebody else? Are they going to? I know what's the name wants a new contract out of Cincinnati. So I mean, but that doesn't help us at all. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm gonna get the chat. We'll get a little bit more into it. Kenna, first one in the building. What's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully, you're having a good one. Yeah, he says Kristen Wilkins, Christian.
That's comedy.
Blowing my mind. Hell yeah. John Leon, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Gravy is in the mountains. He's doing his caveman thing. Shit. Billy Davis, what up, Raider Nation Low? Ready Game, Sportsman, what's up, bro? Salute to you, brother.
What it do?
Yeah. So it says I think the Raiders wanted him to have a second surgery. Wilkins didn't want to if true look a true bad look on the Raiders. Let's see what's here. OG, what's up? What's up? Who are these Pinellas? Fuck Wilkins. Let's go get Micah and make opposing quarterbacks face the force horsemen of the apocalypse. I like that. John B, what's good, bro? Salute to you. I see they wanted to do him the second surgery and he denied. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Shit. Myra, what up? Another fucking reason we should have drafted Jalen Carter. Fucking
real shit, Myra. Hey, real shit, Myra. Shit.
But
you know, it wasn't these guys, but that's the realest fucking shit ever.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So, I think that's why he ain't having the surgery, but he's dancing and shit like that. So maybe that video does have a lot more than we think. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pull up, see who's available right now. Let me go back to another website.
There's really not no defensive tackles out there that's really gonna make a difference out there. I mean, but to me, it's like we only had them for 5 games last year, and we wasn't terrible up the middle. You know what I mean? We wasn't horrible up the middle, and I think that Jonah Laulu, he stepped in big. He stepped in big last season, fresh off the fucking practice squad from the Indianapolis Colts. And yeah, man, I think we're gonna be fine. Actually, I think we're gonna be fine up the middle. But we just need, to me, we got to keep adding on these pass rushers on the edge, and use that money to go out and sign Mike Hilton as the corner. We get Mike Hilton, now I'm talking playoffs. Like people keep saying playoffs. I'm like, bro, we need to get that solidified corner. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think we good up the middle.
Shit, they already have them available. They already have them available on fucking Sports Track.
Free agent, he's gonna be a free agent. Yeah, he'll be a free agent for sure.
That is crazy. That is fucking. I'm still like kind of flabbergasted about this shit, bro.
Yeah, Jonah ready to step up too.
But it's like they say though, if they are gonna get rid of it, if that's not their guy, that's not what they're seeing in the future. This guy is just something they don't see, whatever. Like, shit, better rip off the Band-Aid now, dog. You know what I mean? Shit, might as well.
Shout out, Auntie.
That's tough, bro.
Shit.
It is.
Auntie said my ex best friend is available. She's 350 and can handle double. Double teams and triple
big back.
teams.
Tell her come through.
Trey Taylor snagged the INT today. No, my opinion, it was Palomar. Because then Palomar didn't change his number.
On my side.
Yeah, shit. So we're looking at it right now. Obviously, Christian Wilkins is gone. Raekwon Davis is 29 out of Indy. He's only 7. We got Austin Johnson. I don't know who he is. Linval. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. But Joseph, he's 36 and he's at 2.5 out of Dallas. Maurice Hurst. Oh shit, Hurst.
Mo Hurst
is still out there.
Morris. Let me see. I'm just looking at defensive tackles right now. So it shows Khalil Davis, Jordan Phillips, Quentin Jefferson, Kyle Pecco, Armand Watts, Deshaun Williams, Marlon Davis.
I know we brought in Quentin Jefferson. One of those guys on that list right there, Quentin Jefferson. I know we brought him in this week for a visit too.
Well, he might be getting
And
signed. No, we had Pecco
he
last year.
was, yeah, and he's already a former Raider too. So, I mean, shit, quick get Q back. I wouldn't mind Q back.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm looking at, we brought in the other Polynesian the Tongan fucking Aleki
from oh my god, from the Chiefs.
from the Jets. He played on the Jets last. He was on the Jets last year, but he didn't play. He got hurt like in the first game. He didn't play the whole season.
Didn't we bring a defensive tackle from Cardinals too?
Fatu. Yeah, Fatu.
I know we did bring in Jefferson for a visit this week, and I know he played in Seattle too with Pete. So
that's
I don't know. That might, that's a big probability.
Yeah, that's most likely.
But he did leave. He did leave the building without a contract, and and what's his name? They didn't let him leave the building. I know he's a little farther removed from having his best paid ball, but shit, man, fucking Adams. I mean, who do we get? Fucking
I'll pull it up right now.
We got Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams, yeah, Jamal Adams. Yeah, Jamal Adams came in yesterday for a visit, and they signed him right away. So we'll see if Quentin Jefferson does end up signing, because I know he came in, but he ended up leaving without a contract.
No, that makes sense though. That makes sense, because all these coaches, they always want to get some of their guys they already kind of know about. You know what I mean? Josh McCoys did. Everybody does it, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, as of right now. So let me see. They have Fotu as a lefty defensive tackle. Adam Butler. What's up with him? He's questionable. I've been seeing that for a minute now.
Adam Butler?
Yeah, Butler. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can't be nothing too big.
Yeah. And Jonah Laulu. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. I'm. Yeah,
yeah.
My girl, someone else doesn't know how to say that shit.
Yeah, we got Tonka, and then JJ Pegues, Tank Booker, Zach Carter, and Laki Tasi, which is the fourth one.
Laki Tasi.
I was actually going to talk about a linebacker core today, but this is way crazy.
It is wild. Now Laki Tasi though, they brought him in for defense originally, and then they put him in on the offensive line like during minicamp. So I don't know, maybe they just can't figure out what they want to do with him. The only thing I know is he's a big, athletic motherfucking animal. To me, I'm just putting him I'm letting him just go get the quarterback. It's not easy to learn. Yeah. It's not easy to learn offensive line, bro. Like, that shit takes time. You've never done it ever in your life, and then just to jump on the biggest level, say, hey, go out there and block fucking go out there and block Khalil Mack. He would be like, what the fuck? So I don't know. That's tough. You never done it before ever? That's tough.
For real. But I think it's gonna be a guy, like, we're gonna have to depend a lot too on the development of the guys they're picking, dog, and then like have to really develop, like we said, I think this in the last show. It's going to be a lot of depending on the coaching, man. Like the coaching is going to have to play a big dividends, because they're leaning on that, right? They're leaning on that with a lot of these 1-year contracts that they're going to be able to, be able to have them pay off, which a lot of them are, high ceiling guys, guys that have had, have played some really good ball before in their years. It's, can they do it again though? With Pete, as the guy ahead, as the head of the snake, pretty much, like, because he has been the guy that's basically gotten the most out of the guys that I think that we're talking about, like the Jamal Adams that we signed, it's just. It's are they already a little bit too long in the tooth? Are they a little bit too removed? You know what I mean? A lot of these guys,
right?
Even like other guys like Landon Roberts, like those guys were real good once upon a time too. Like when he played in Miami and shit like that. You know what I mean? With but Devin White, really good. You know what I mean? All pros.
Mm-hmm.
All these guys were
huge if right there. Yeah, huge. If we get him anything.
Yeah, can these guys do that again though? You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like,
it scares me.
And we're gonna have to depend on the coaching, man. We're gonna have to depend on big time on the coaching.
Well, what I do like is my bad.
No, please.
Now I was gonna say what I do like about the linebackers is the defense we normally play. We normally play what a 4-2-5. I think that's what it is.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? Only two linebackers, and that's gonna be, to me, that's gonna be Roberts and Pratt. You know what I mean? Then you occasionally rotate them out for, you know, the other guys, like, because I don't know, man. Like if White is White, then that makes it real tough on who you rotating in and out. But if he's who he's been the last couple of years, then, you know, he's not gonna really see the field a whole lot. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, for me with the linebacker crew, like, and I was looking at it, and one of the things that I did not want the Raiders to become is, you know, because we're in Vegas, I don't want us to become the last place for, you know, like everyone goes to retire and they have their
Go
show
die.
in Vegas and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're like, I guess their
Fucking
last tour.
residency.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you really look at the guys with Devin White, now we got Adams, and you know what I mean, and all these older
I
guys.
like the Pratt signing though. I forgot. I even totally forgot about the part of it. I love the Pratt signing.
Yeah, Pratt was big.
Yeah, that was a good signing and stuff like that. But
maybe doesn't like it as much, but I mean,
Yeah.
I know he likes Pratt and he thinks he's only a one type of guy, like he's only a run stopper. But I'm telling him, man, it's like
It's
this
every down
dude
guy.
has, you know, and then he's had picks every year, multiple picks every year.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Multiple, you know, defense, you know, like battered down balls and stuff like that. So he's better than I think a lot of people even give him credit for, which even a couple years back, I think he was in the top 5, I think, rated in coverage. I think, you know what I mean, in all of football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think last year was a bad year for their whole defense, which I keep trying to explain that too, which I think this year you get guys that are healthy, you get him playing with the healthy, you know, Max, and hopefully Kuntz could do what he does too. You know what I mean? It's like, I think he's going to be able to eat in the middle. So I think Pratt's going to be able to do what he do.
Yeah, because it's a big difference between Pratt last year and White last year, right? White played with Philly, the best fucking defense in the fucking league, right? Was it last year or the year before? He was with Philly.
Year before.
He was bad there. They couldn't cover up.
He got moved to Houston last year, but I think you're talking about the year before that for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, year before. Yeah, like you played on a real good defense and they couldn't cover up the deficiencies. You know what I'm saying? Now with Pratt, the whole defense kind of fell off. Like, it's hard to hold up your end of the bargain when the D-line ain't doing what they supposed to do. Motherfuckers ain't covering right. Now people's out there, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But yeah, I think Pratt is, I mean, he's better than Landon Roberts. You know what I mean? He's closer. He's the Spillane replacement.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because his production is right there with Spillane's, like getting picks, out getting over 100 and something tackles, every down linebacker. You know what I mean? So yeah, people they're gonna start to love him. They're gonna love him.
Captain also wore a C on his chest, bro, for like years. On that Bengals defense, wore a C on his chest, so he's a captain. You know what I mean too. So it's like that's a big thing too. Like a lot of people, that means he has he demands respect in that huddle. Dog. He demands respect, you know, with the coaching staff, with his teammates, because a lot of those times when you get that C on your chest, it's voted on by your peers, the players. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know, man. I just think that dude's I think he's a really good. Like, I was down on the Spillane, like losing Spillane. Like I got it. You know what I mean? He got paid and all that shit, but I was really like, that was probably the worst, like the worst, like probably loss that we had, because I get the Morig was good, I get Hobbs was good or whatever, but they got played way too much that it was just, we had no business paying guys that much money that. But the Spillane thing was kind of hurt, because I think we could have came out of pocket for that, but
we could have.
The Pratt thing, you know, kind of eased that shit a lot. Like I think, to be honest, I think I'm one of the biggest, you know, Spillane advocates, but Pratt, man, I think he's on the same level.
Yeah, I wish we could have had the ability to get Pratt and fucking Spillane. That would have been. I mean, you know, I like to see when teams say, you know, we ain't fucking playing. You know what I mean? And we just really ain't. You know what I mean? Don't really take the big swings. I guess you don't want to pay nobody 110 million, then they can't play. I get it, but you know, we didn't really take a lot of swings at guys that I really thought we would.
Now, I mean, for me, dude, like I'm pretty cool with what we're doing because, like,
But I
I'm gonna
think
go back.
I think we actually good at defensive tackle, man. Like to me, if you want to bring in like these older guys, and even Jamal Adams, he's only 29. Seemed like he's been in the league forever. He's only fucking
Yeah,
29.
And this
But
doesn't
like, I
make
look at the
this
defensive tackles we
doesn't.
got right now. They're not bad.
Hey, this wouldn't be like a totally bad idea. Like when they bring up a safety and you got to bring up like a third down type nickel defense. When I know Jamal Adams probably, but if he gets anything back, like to where he looks anything like an old Jamal Adams, shit, you got him in the box playing that third type linebacker role,
yeah,
then a
Yeah,
lot of
playing those
that
linebackers, them
coverage
running
type,
backs, tight end.
yeah, a lot of that coverage type linebacker you could even forget about because you have that guy kind of like, covering, So you would have that guy, and then you have guys like Chin, guys like Palomar who are a little bit bigger too, who could play in the box too. So I don't know, man. I think that this team is going a little bit different route about how they're going to be covering the tight end. Moving forward type shit. We're like bigger safeties. You know what I mean? Like and who knows, man? That's like you see the bigger safeties all on our lineup. You got Palomalu, you got Chin, and now you signed the Jamal Adams. Hopefully he can stay on. But I mean Trey Taylor, I know he's a little bit smart, but we haven't seen nothing out of him. But the other three guys, when they have been something in Chin, shit, you seen what Chin could be. You seen what Palomalu's kind of turning into. So I don't know, man. I just think that they're going a little bit different route of how they're going to be covering the tight end. Like I think that's the big thing that Gravy kind of questions about that linebacker who could cover the tight end because we're always getting killed by tight ends on the other side, shit like that. Which I agree, but I think we're gonna go a different route about it.
Rock saying right here is that Jamal
Why-
Adams at linebacker is way better than Diablo right away. Oh yeah, of course. The linebacking crew is
Yeah, I'm with
as
you.
a
I
whole.
like. I mean, because they want to put because this is the reality, man. Motherfuckers love to lie and just say anything,
Yep.
but this is the reality. Like Chin, he's pretty good. He got that Chin got that speed. He can move around and stuff. But when you watch him last year in Washington, whenever they put him in the box, bro, he was one wiggle away from a running back running for a touchdown over and over again. Like this is the reality of the situation. He got beat a lot in one-on-one tackles. You know what I mean? And I think about Jamal Adams. He don't get beat like that. He might get you a penalty because some unsportsmanlike shit. You know what I mean? But he didn't get shook out his boots. And Chin, he gets shook out his boots a lot. I kind of rather have him out the box and just playing regular safety. But they had him in the slot too, and that scares me.
Yeah,
That scares me. Having them play in the slot, that's like, bro, quit fucking playing. Yeah, that's scary. Don't do that. Just go out and get a slot corner. You still got two real good guys available. I've been pounding the table all fucking offseason for Asante Samuel Jr. and Mike Hilton. You know what I mean? I don't want Jeremy Chin playing the slot. I don't want that.
You know what I was gonna say because remember last year Palomar was taking reps for Hobbs.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
because we got
the other thing too is the corner that is hopefully, bro. I'm just praying like all the hype is kind of real. Cause I mean, they do get they have been bringing him up. Now, I know a little bit quiet lately, but I mean, camp just start. But that rookie, man, hopefully he can become what he was. I mean, he wasn't picked low. You know what I mean? He was picked third round, like a Darian Porter. So
Porter Jr.
yeah. So I mean, that dude, he has the only thing he needs is a little bit of more size, I think, dog, because he has the physical abilities. He has he ain't scared to go up and hit. I've seen that shit already on tape, dog. And then he's fast as shit, and dude can play the ball. And so it's and he's a prototypical type of guy that that like plays in that that system that Pete likes to get. You know what I mean? Where he that big long arm, tall corner. You know what I mean? Like he has that Sherman type look, man. That Richard Sherman type feel to him. So it's like
he's playing on the outside.
Like that. Yeah, if he can become anything like that.
He's been playing on the outside. I mean, I know Bennett's coming back from injury, but it's been Porter Jr. on the outside, and it's been this is what scares me, Stokes on the outside.
He is the number one draft pick, so I mean, and he just has injury prone.
Hey, but he played last year. He played last year in Green Bay. He was not good.
Yeah,
he was not good because
remember
Zaire Alexander was out.
Yeah, because Zaire, that's what I was about to say too. Because he got the play. I mean, I know he started all 17 games, which is a big plus from his other years because that was the first year he ever stood healthy for all 17 games, which that's a big plus. But like
Scary,
man just said right now, it wasn't the greatest. You know what I mean? That he played at corner, like, you know what I mean? It was because of injury.
And this is what scares me. I keep trying to tell Raider Nation what I see right now is, okay, we already know we want to control the clock on offense. Control the clock, hand off the ball, some creative shit, move the ball, get some touchdowns and stuff like that. But if we don't fix the back end with some, you know what I mean, with one or two more guys, now we're in them shootouts like we were in 2022, you know what I mean, where we had a top 10 offense with Carr, Devontae, Josh Jacobs, and the games we would lose would be 30-33. I don't want those kind of games to happen again, bro. That you know what I mean, where okay, we just scored a touchdown, the next team all they need is a field goal to beat us, and the defense can't get that one stop. Like, we can win a lot of games this season, or we can lose a lot of really close games that's going to really fucking break our heart. It really depends on what we're doing on that back end. Because last thing we want is fucking Geno to get in a shootout. That's what we don't want. He's better than all the other guys we've had recently, but we do not want this motherfucker throwing the ball 45 times in a game. We do not want that. That equals disaster, and that's a loss.
Yeah. Shout out Sergey. Sergey says Wilkins rocked his body to unemployment, would still be on the roster if he sang Instinct instead. But unfortunately, now he's bye. Fucking Sergey. Shout out Sergey over there, gay. That shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we got to control the throws, man. We got to control the throws by Geno, bro. We can't let him throw the ball 45 times in a game. And if we can't stop the other team, that's the situation we're going to be in, Raider Nation.
Yep. Shout out my boy Gravy, man. He says, I feel better about my hope with Adams. Nice. Shout out Gravy. Hopefully you're having a good time and, you know, doing your thing, brother. But yeah, so yeah, dude, this is
it all depends on what Adams we get though. But I do feel a lot more confident in that it is with Pete, you know what I mean? Because his best ball is with Pete. I mean, ever since he went to the Jets, I think that's when he kind of like went downhill. But when he played with Seattle, bro, that dude was all pro.
He was all over the place.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, but
he was good. I mean, I like him in the box more than I want Chin in the box. That's real. Chin is faster, younger, more athletic. But can you trust him in the box in the role that you want him to be in? And when you watched him last year with Washington, bro, it was a lot of times a running back put a foot in the ground, hit him with a cut, and he's going one way while the running back runs for 30, 40 yards. Like, that happened a lot last season. A lot. That's why they really didn't bring him back.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the only thing big about Adams, one of the first things that I read about him is that in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I like Mike Hilton out of Cincinnati, man.
Yeah. He's only played like 8 games in the last 3 years. Started. And that's
to see him coming on this team.
Yeah, like I'm a little nervous about that. Like, you know what I mean?
Gravy out.
One of the things that I also heard was that saying that most likely, I think it was Josh Goat, shout out Goat.
Hey, I'm clear over there, Gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you're good. We can hear you. Now what I was going to say
winding up right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we got to fix that corner situation. I mean, with Pete Carroll, he like it.
I mean, that's the only reason that I'll be like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because of what he has done. But yeah, like what I feel more, you know, confident in the season and shit like that. If we were to go out and go get like, you know, even like a fucking veteran like out there, like you say, like a Asante Samuel. I know he's still young, but you know he's been in this league. Asante Samuel Jr. A guy even like, you know, what I mean, there's corners out there that we can still go out and try to go get, man. That can help out this team's depth, even. You know what I mean? Maybe he might not even crack the starting role spot, but like that helps a lot too because there's going to be times where guys you're gonna need the next man up, and do we, like we were talking about in the last show, are we really confident in Darnay Holmes and
Hell no.
the guys back there? You know what I mean? So it's like that's what I mean.
Hell
like
no.
that.
Yeah.
We need something for the depth to the very least. We need something for that back end of the depth on the corner.
We need a starting slot. We don't have a starting slot corner right now. That's
the reason why for me it's important for like if Darian Porter could shine on the outside and be that day one, even like I mean I know I'm hoping a lot with Darian Porter, but if he can be that guy, I think that moves, JB dog into like that slot type of role where I think he could be probably even play better at,
Into the
because
slot?
if they depend on him trying to be on the outside, I think that's where it's gonna be his downfall. Like I think he's better suited like that. He has that size where like it's more quick ability type movement where I think he has a better chance of playing in that role spot than like if they decide to move Stokes or play like a guy like that's been a special teams guy like that. We got like a Lonnie Johnson, like I mean those type of guys
bruh.
where we need to go get somebody to at least help out that type of shit, because I think I mean if Darian Porter can move out there, and I mean Stokes, I guess if he could be the number 2 guy, if he could be that is scary. But Ja'Cory Bennett, I think that's where if he can move into that slot spot, that's where he's better suited. But that's where we need that corner.
Yeah.
We need to address the corner, which I hope later on in this camp, to where if you see like like some type of cuts where that they're gonna happen all around the NFL, to where they just don't fit certain new
cap
teams,
or whatever,
Like,
something.
Yeah, or just the new coaching staff, they might not just get along with the new coach staff. Whatever it is, there's going to be somewhere along the way where somebody's going to come available. We need to bring somebody in.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep pounding the table, man, until they fucking hear me, man. Go get Mike Hilton. His numbers last season, man, he was one of the best slot corners in the NFL last season. He's still available. His salary is like $10 million. Go get him. Go get him, because in minicamp they had Jeremy Chin in the slot and they had Lonnie Johnson playing safety. He's a fucking gunner, bruh. He's a fucking gunner. He's a special teamer. If that's what we're thinking about, that's not gonna be fucking good. That's not gonna be good. Those are things that scare me most. Before it was a linebacker position, but they fixed the linebacker position, and they fixed the defensive line. To me, even with Christian Wilkins out, I like the defensive line. But
especially with
that back end is what's scaring me now. You telling me Stokes, who was terrible last year, Lonnie, who's a fucking special teams gunner,
yeah, we're gonna have to be counting on big time for Max and Kuntz to be getting to the quarterback really fast, bro. Because
that ain't right. Yeah, that ain't right, my God. That ain't right there. That's why I'm like, that's setting us up for failure. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, that sets us up for big shootouts, because I think the offense is going to be able to score. But if you can't stop the other team, bro, that's what I'm saying. You can get a lot of heartbreaking fucking games.
So one of the things, if we look at it, because if we're going to be running all those linebackers pretty much, and then if we run 4-3, then have Adams in the box too. So it's basically a 4-4. So then what are we doing? We're going to be doing a 4-6-1 type deal, or you know what I mean? It's like it's all going to depend on what we're going to be doing. So the fastest guy is going to have to be up top. You know what I mean? Obviously. So if we're going to be doing stuff like that, I mean, yeah. So if we're going to be running something like that, bro, we're going to need bodies. We need bodies.
One thing for sure, though, what I do see in a lot of these guys, a lot of these defenders, that we are going to be a fucking real physical defense. That's for sure. We're going to be in there, but there's going to be a lot of, like, with the guys that we have out there around, there's going to be a lot of back end mistakes, though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of broken plays type shit. But are we going to be physical? Are we going to be, is it going to look nice sometimes? Sometimes, but it's going to look real ugly at times. I think we're going to be a good team in the run. I think we're going to be a team that's going to. Like, that's why I think that the Wilkins shit today. I think that's why they even made that move.
Kill you.
I think that's why they made that move today, to where, like, I think they feel confident in, like you say, they fixed the linebacking core to where, like, where Gravy says, that it's a run stuffing type of linebacking core.
Yeah, man.
That's for sure.
Jonah Laulu.
And we got
Jonah Laulu, Raider Nation.
I like that we're getting a healthy Max back. We're getting a healthy Max back. We're going to get a healthy Kuntz back. So that's going to help out the defensive line right there. So it's just, damn, bro. It just, we're going to have to depend on that a lot. Like, his corner is the biggest heel for me right now on the defense for sure.
Yeah, it is. I'm Pete Carroll and PG coaching our defense. Yep, that's they see a weakness right there. Shout out Loon, pause, not in the butt. Rock saying some people are arguing quarterback play has lost some importance. See Mahomes versus Hurts. Genty might make Wilkins look insignificant, but I like this one right here. Armando had a question. Shout out Armando. He says, "Do you guys see us getting a defensive tackle to replace the loss of Wilkerson, or should we let the defensive of tackles on our team?"
I'd rather bring along the
Or let the
that we do have.
defensive play.
Bring along the defense and go address our corner position better.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Same here.
Yeah. So Augie's saying right here, just kind of answer that right now. He says right here, so let's see what Pegues and Tonka have in the preseason. They might ball out and people trust. Let's fucking go. That's one thing about
guys that see the field.
That's one thing about Pete that I was going to mention, and like this was a good move overall. Like if we have to pay Wilkins a little bit later, if it frees up some cap space, if it's already on Sports Track and whatever or not, and they already have him as a free agent, then someone might pick up his contract or fucking have to do some shit. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but what I'm saying is, Pete said something that I was kind of like not really banging on the table for, but he was saying, he goes, if you look at my history, he goes, I have young guys out there. I put the young ones out there. I let them do what they got to do. I let them fly around the field. That's what he's known for. He basically said that in the press conference. He said it in so many words, but that's what he does. And that's what he does.
10 games out, so
yeah, 10 games, I don't know.
They're mostly low picks though,
Yeah. Yeah, so
they're mostly lower picks though.
Yeah, I mean, but look, we're talking about
They're mostly like lower picks, like not just anybody,
Right. But like even we're talking about Porter. Porter turned around and third round. Guess who was fucking? I guess you would consider a Hall of Fame, and a fellow DOI member is fucking Richard Sherman. You know what I'm saying? That guy he was a third rounder too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
big, long, same kind of speed. I think Porter's a little bit faster. So yeah, so Pete has that eye to put these guys in there and say, "Fuck it, man, this is what you got to do." Because if you let somebody come in and do their thing as young and let their like talent fucking speak for themselves, and you just coach that and feed that, they're gonna get better. You know what I mean? So it's like I think that's where where we look at coaching. Coaching, like we've been saying, we need coaching. We don't need someone breaking down people and so on and so forth. Like look at Kuntz. Kuntz started having a great year, but Malcolm fucking hit fucking Carr or whatever and was all pissed off at him. And then now you look at this guy. He got a fucking good contract. He's with us. You know what I mean? So it's like he's ready to develop. So it's like if Pete can see that, and he's already saying that, I see that, I know what it is. This is what I do. Right. Calm down. This is like my shit. You know what I mean? So that's where it's like you kind of got to have faith. Now, if we're with McPussels, as you so sanctively say, but I'm just saying, it's like if you turn around and look at it like that, bro, like fuck, he knows what he's doing, and it's he kind of feel like relax a little bit, like man, I'm gonna get to enjoy some games. You know what I mean?
Well, no, see, that's one thing that will the games be funner this year? Absolutely. Yeah. Will they be competitive this year? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But as currently constructed, if we don't address that back end, because you can't depend on one thing about rookies, they got to learn. They got to go out there and get burnt. They got to go out there and get used when they get bruh. Why do that consistently? You know what I mean? That's why you want to rotate them guys in and out situationally. You want a starter to be, you don't got to be a 35-year-old starter, but you want somebody in there solidified. You know what I mean? And when it's time to bring them rookies in because of injury or something, they've been back there getting the reps. They ready to come in. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I'm like, bruh. I fuck with Pete Carroll, but it's like, man, this is the reality. We in the AFC West. It's a quarterbacks league, and if you're not gonna fucking put the right guys on the back end, guess what? You're gonna lose games 30-35. They're gonna be exciting, but we're gonna fucking lose them. You know what I mean? Like we gotta be able to get stops on third down.
Yeah, and so that I think scheme is gonna be another big thing, and we have the mixture of veterans, especially in the linebacking core. See, I think with us losing Spillane, we got better overall at the linebacking core with all these guys. Hopefully they work out and whatever whatnot. You see, that's the thing though. So like if they're going to be there solidifying the middle of the field, all they got to do is cover. And another thing he also said, he goes, if we're going to be, he didn't say 4-3, but with the veterans, you're going to let these guys do what they're doing good. Stokes probably was in a scheme to where he was always dropping back in field, probably getting burnt. Maybe he's a man-on-man guy. I'm not real sure. I don't really know a lot of like his history, but maybe they need a man up and then, just be sticky to them. You know what I mean? Sticking to the receivers, knowing their routes, knowing what they're about, and how they're coaching them up every game and every week. You know what I mean? So these guys might actually be more successful playing to their style of play. Like Porter can be a man-on-man type dude. You see what I mean? So it's like,
right.
I know with the people that we got and the veterans, and Jamal Adams, like, man, don't even trip. You stay up top. However, he's going to direct because he does have that experience. And we got a lot of experience, but a lot of young guys as well, bro. That's a good fucking mixture. That's
what
like
you want. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. You can't have all rookies. You can't have all vets. I mean, you let them grow into it, and then the rookies become vets, and then they know how to do it because they're being taught by good vets that have been around the league, know how to run systems, know certain players, know coordinators and stuff like that, what their tendencies are, so they can turn around and feed them that, and then it's just
getting the reps.
Yeah, and it's building a great culture within the locker room. The Raider Nation culture is fucking dope. Like, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? We're going to show up and show out. But the culture inside that locker room is going to be the biggest thing that we want to change. And it's not going to happen overnight, but the mixture of what they got is fun. I just see so much. Like, I'm seeing a winning season. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go to the fucking Super Bowl, but I wouldn't, I'm not going to, I want us to win the Super Bowl every fucking year. But yet at the same time, this is how you start building culture in the locker room. Yeah. You see what I mean? So like I'm like, that's why like it was in telling Gravy and Gabe, I was like, bro, like I'm good. Like let's go. This is almost a relief.
I'm not quite there yet, man. I'm not quite there yet. I like it. I see, like I said, I see them like being right there on the cusp, like right now. They on the cusp right now. You know what I mean? But they gotta get that corner. We have no starting corner right now. Think about it. Let's look at it. Jacorian Bennett. He's only played so many games because of injury in the last 2 years. Stokes, he was a backup. He played last year because of injury and was getting burnt all season. And then you got Jeremy Chin, who was getting killed in Washington. He had moments where he did shit because he got crazy speed, but he got fucking shook a lot, and the running back ran for 40 yards. Like, this is the reality of what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we can't get caught up into what we want. We got to look at what it really is. Now, I like Polamalu to be the single high safety because he's tall, he's fast, he got range. That doesn't scare me. You know what I mean? But when I look at the fact that they had what's that other fucking safety name, Gabe? The fucking special teams gunner.
Oh, fuck it, Lonnie Johnson.
Yeah, bro. When they had the fact that they had Lonnie out there, bro, he ain't started a game. He don't start. He's not a player. You know what I mean? Like the fact that they had him out there, that's what scares me. Like, but everything else I like. Like I said, I'm not worried about the D tackles. I like the rotation we can have on the edge. You know what I mean? I hope that Ja Joyner makes the team. And I think they're gonna be good on the defensive line itself. Jonah Laulu, he confident in the motherfucker. He was flashing last season when he just got thrown in the mix. You know what I mean? He was with Indianapolis and got thrown in the mix, and he flashing. Max talking big about him too. You know what I mean? Oos is ready. Like, I'm not concerned about the D tackles right now. It's okay. If we don't get pressure on the quarterback, our back end is toast. That's the scary part.
So if you look at like when we start doing the practices and stuff like that, and the game against the Niners, you got to look at, we got some burners on the fucking field on the offensive side. Our offense is something to be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Best needs to come into his own. Jack Best needs to come into his own. You got Trey. Trey is a fucking speedster. He's a smaller guy. He can move around. You already know what Kobe's gonna do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and then you got Bowers, bro. So these guys are gonna get that work. Bowers is one of the best fucking tight ends in the league. So all these guys are gonna have to cover him, and they're gonna be, going in on him. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not gonna be holding up just because they're the same fucking team. They're gonna, So we got a lot of good fucking players, and then Thornton with that speed and stuff like that. Polamalu can be like, hey man, you know what I mean? Start learning a little bit more. Plus with the veteran presence, and plus the way coach is gonna do what he's gonna do, and the squad and the team of coaches that what they're gonna do, they're gonna get these guys ready. You know what I mean? Our receiving core is kind of like, they what did they mark us at, like 25th or some shit like that? You know what I mean? With the guy that doesn't drop balls. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like,
look, a guy who doesn't drop balls, but is not a game breaker, a game changer. He's a 3rd and 9, catch that ball, get to the sticks, get down. That's what I like about Jacoby Myers, but that's not a number 1 wide receiver. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at
that's running the clock, and then that's keeping tempo. You know what I mean?
But what's he gonna do? But what's he gonna do with Patrick Surtain on him, and they don't have this? You know what I mean? Like last year when you put Surtain on him, it didn't really matter because they didn't respect the quarterback position. It was 9 in the box. They didn't give a fuck anyway, right? But when they're playing a different kind of scheme, and they can find a number one corner can take Jacoby away. You got to remember last year is his first 1,000-yard season. You know what I mean? Like we can't act like he's a true number one. He's a number one only on the Raiders, and that's a fact. Now we don't have a game changer, game breaker. Who I think that Thornton is going to be that game breaker, game changer. I think he's going to actually be, he's going to make Trey Tucker fucking irrelevant. I don't think Trey Tucker's even going to really be seeing the field unless they get real tricky with him. Because for one, you got Trey Tucker speed, Randy Moss height, and he's out there running every route, not just the 9. So to me, he's going to end up being the number one receiver to me. It may not be week 3, week 5, but I think by the end of the year, Thornton's going to be that number one receiver. Jacoby Myers can play his position, which is the true, really good, you can't cover me number 2 receiver, because it's hard for a number 2 corner to cover Jacoby Myers. You know what I mean? Because he's slick. He know how to make it look like a vertical route, then break it down on you for a little, you know what I mean, a little hitch. Or he can run a little hitch and then, oh, it's not a hitch, I'm gonna actually go on you, even though I'm not gonna run to the house, but I'm gonna get a big chunk on you. You know what I mean? And then Jack Besh, I like Besh, but he's gonna be, I told people he's gonna get more playing time than Thornton, just because he can play in the 12 personnel. He's gonna be out there blocking, coming off a block, all kind of different things like that. But he's not gonna produce like Thornton Jr. is. Thornton Jr., I'm telling you, man, this motherfucker looks like Randy Moss. This motherfucker can be Randy Moss. And if we hit on that one like I think we might have,
that's a bold statement right there, bro. That's a very bold statement. But I mean, I love the confidence in it. But see, like Cheeto saying right here, Leo, shout out Leo, bro. He says the Thornton's already showing bad Tennessee wide. He's not showing bad tendencies, but go ahead.
He needs to get. I mean, I know veterans just got in there, but I think we just gotta wait and see about that. I mean, it's only 2 days of camp so far, or something like that, like actual camp. So, but I would say though, the one thing I will say though, they might have us whatever they have us at 25th, 26th. But the one thing I will say about Jacoby's defense is that I think by far Gino is probably the best quarterback he's ever played with, because
I agree with that too.
Who's the other guy? I mean,
fucking Zappy.
And what's his name? One year was under Jones. Was under what's his name? Fucking Jones from. It's one good year. It's one good year.
Mac Jones, trash.
Mac Jones. You know what I mean? So it's like, trash. And the reason why I do like, they might have us like as because you know Jack Besh is a rookie receiver and Jacoby's probably not considered that traditional number one, but I will say that what this receiving core does, what I do like about this receiving core is that it's like a perfect receiving core for like a Geno type quarterback, because he's a possession type guy, a possession type quarterback, which like he likes throwing those underneath routes. You know what I mean? Those intermediate routes where that's a big part of this offense. You know what I mean? With Chip, you know what I mean, at the helm, and that's a big part of those receivers' games. You know what I mean? Like Jacoby loves to run those slant routes, those quick little routes and shit like that. Where Jack Besh too is probably gonna have to, like be playing those like power forward type routes where he's like a tight end and with as a wide receiver, to where he's using his body, you know what I mean, to make those catches where Geno showed that he can be really accurate. That's one thing he can be, you know what I mean, accurate, which these guys don't drop fucking a lot of footballs, you know what I mean? So that's one thing that I will say it's a plus for. I like this. They kind of went with the personnel that kind of like suits this coaching staff, this offensive coordinator, which they might not be the flashiest, like you know what I mean, like it might not be, but like you say, hopefully Thornton does become that guy, because that would that'll make put a different element to this offense as a whole, you know what I mean? Because you have Genty as a running back, and then you have a true number one with, like you said, you could put a fucking guy like Jacoby as, I mean, like you say, on the number 2 corners and shit like that, which damn, bro, then Jack Besh, it makes it a lot easier for Jack Besh to develop, even, you know what I mean? Because he's going against 3-4 receivers, because they have to double team Bowers. You know what I mean? So it's like it's I do like that aspect of the wide receiver. So hopefully Thornton can become that guy. But I like it either way.
I think they bring in one more guy. I think they bring in one more veteran because these rookies got to remember, man. Rookies, like I was watching something the other day. These rookies, they got to figure out what hash to be on the play. They got, you know what I mean? Like a veteran that gets out there, they go. A rookie got to figure out how I'm supposed to run a route against this defense, how I'm supposed to run a route against it. You know what I mean? That's why like people expect so much from these rookies, but they have a lot to figure out. These defenses are fucking tricky. They got all kind of nuances they're gonna throw. They're gonna be like, what do I do? If you can't figure that shit out, you're on the sideline. And that's why I'm like, that's why you bring these guys along slowly with one more veteran wide receiver. Because Thornton, you already know, bro. You can be like, hey, 9 route or deep post, and it's gonna be he'll be a problem because he's 6'5". Hey, I don't know if y'all know this. He ran the fastest 40 for a 6'5" player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's big, man.
So I mean, and Gino got a deep ball. So it's like you get out there and you run that motherfucking 9 route every goddamn play, and then that's when you got Jacoby working the intermediates and all of that. But but I think they need to go get that vet. I don't know who it is, but just one more veteran guy who don't gotta go out there and you gotta be like, hey, back up off the line. You gotta line up this way, or this is a zone scheme, a cover 3, soft zone. You gotta learn how to run that.
Yeah.
I just like that it's Pete's first year, bro, and we're like saying even that. Like a lot of people are already kind of confident that this is gonna be a 10-win team and shit like that. Like I'm not totally there yet either. I'm with you, you know what I mean? But
no,
like it's even like I even feel good about even talking about. I obviously, you know, you want to be that get to that pinnacle of Super Bowl like that. Like Lo said earlier, I want to win the Super Bowl every year. That's a given. But like even to be talking about that, we're maybe one player away from actually being a legitimate contender or something like that. You know what I mean? To where like we get a top end player at one of these positions, a top end, you know, a top end receiver or a top end, you know, corner. We could possibly, you know, make a run at the fucking division and shit like that. So we're like, that's a big plus already in year 1 for Pete, which I think that like he's going to continue. Like next year, like you said, there's a way that this thing could go where like if we win the case with Wilkins, we have, you know, some money, a lot of money left over where we could be one of those teams that's, you know, big time splurging, especially if we are on the trajectory up and, you know, free agents are looking at this from afar and seeing that Pete is, you know, I mean, doing it again and they want to be part of that shit again, which it's not hard, like, because every player that you hear, you know what I mean, former player or whatever, like the one thing that they do is like they love Pete as a guy, as a dude, like as their coach or whatever it is. So it's like if he can do that here, dog, in his first year and win and actually have this team on the trajectory up, it's just sky's the limit, I think, with him, dog, especially in these first couple years. He could get us on the right track to finally, you know what I mean, be a consistent winner.
Yeah, I like what Gio said right here. Shout out Gio. I think he's in from Mexico and stuff. It says, when's the last time the Raiders had a top tier head coach, a well respected OC, a DC that has head coach potential, a decent quarterback, badass tight end, and number 1 running back draft. Number 1 draft.
Yeah, man, that's all true.
It's been a long time.
Probably 2022. Probably 2022. It was 2022. We had Darren Waller. The offense was the shit. Now McDaniels was a horrible head coach, but our offense was scoring like crazy. He just couldn't put together a game plan in the second half. Yeah, like you know what I mean. That's why I'm afraid of this being the same thing. You know what I mean? Because we couldn't stop a nosebleed when it mattered. But we were scoring with the best of them.
We gotta put a little bit of respect on fucking, you know.
Oh, I think I would say the last year we had all of that. Probably is the year that 16 Gruden got the email scandal shit. I mean, he was getting back. That team was getting back to really good. Bro. Like that team was 3-1. He was finally getting really good. They were starting to look up, bro. So it's like
it was balling.
And yeah, so it's they were right there, bro. And then all of that shit happened. It just was a fucking major ass fucking, you know, just. I think the same thing in 2022. I mean, we were outscoring everyone in the first half. Just Josh McDaniels could not fucking coach. You know what I mean? No one can stop that offense. We just couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed in the second half. Like that shit was. I was throwing shit at the TV all fucking season. It's just dumb. I don't want to go through that again, man. You know what I mean? Where it's exciting to watch. Like hell yeah, good fucking play. Then it come down to you on the edge of your seat. Get a fucking stop. Get a fucking stop, man. Again, come on. A big role, though. On defense, though, health is gonna play a big time role though, too. Like if Max and if Max and Coons could stay healthy all year, bro, like that's gonna take that is gonna take a big, a big like a weight off of the defensive back's shoulders. But I mean, obviously, like we if we want to become actually like one of those like a top tier type of like trying to become a top tier defense, we need to address the corner position. That's for sure. But like if those guys stay healthy and do what they do, and Max can have one of those defensive player type of years that we know he could have,
for sure,
then it's gonna take a big weight off of them, because that's just like they're gonna be getting to the quarterback. You know what I mean? That means they're getting to the quarterback, and I think our offense is going to play a big role in helping out our offense this year, because the running game I think is going to be big time improved, which that was shit last year. One of the all time
dead last.
You know what I mean? So it's like one like in history type. Now I'm not even talking about just like Raider type history. No, I'm just talking about it was one of the worst running games ever in history. So it's like that right there in itself is plays a big role on your defense. So it's like they're right back on the field. You know what I mean? You can't get a first down. You can't move the chain. And I think that's going to play a big role too. So health on that defensive line. I mean, obviously, what happened today with Wilkins, like to me, like I mean, we didn't see him really anyway. So to me, I'm not even tripping too much. Like I know it's big news. Don't get me wrong, it's big time news because that was a $100 million deal. We only seen him 5 games, and that's why it's a big deal. Player role type shit, like. I was one of the biggest advocates for him when we brought him in, that he was going to be a big time, player for us and all this shit. But 5 games, we didn't see shit. So it's like, to be honest, it don't hurt as much as we think it does. But it
hurts the pocket. Yeah, this hurts the pocket more because in his absence, what we do, we found out how good Adam Butler was. Adam Butler had 5.5 sacks last year from the defensive tackle position. Max was number 1, even though he missed most of the season. You know what I mean? Like. That's what I'm saying. As far as defensive tackles, we're fine, bro. We're fine up the middle. We're fine up the middle with Laulu starting and Butler starting, and in rotation with Zach Carter and the other cats we got in the rotation, we'll be just fine up the middle.
Yep.
That corner position was scary. That's what's gonna kill us. That's what's gonna hurt us if anything. We gotta be able to stop guys on 3rd and 10.
And who knows, like he got back to you, right? Who knows? What if he does? What if he's right and he does eat inside and outside? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
you know what I mean.
I just don't see him getting playing time over Laulu. Laulu flashed already last season, and he also hit me up too.
This can open a door to that. I'm just saying this can open a door to that. That's all I'm saying. Like this type of move today can open a door to that. Like hopefully this is time to shine. Like. Hopefully that's why he is getting back at people maybe on the internet. Maybe because he feels like this is his coming out year, or like, you know what I mean? Because we'll see though. That's a big we'll see.
It's time. Number 9. Let's go.
Number 9. I'm not playing him over Adam Butler or Jonah Laulu. That's the whole thing. That's why I'm like, I'm just throwing him on the outside, and because last year he didn't get the sacks, but he got close a lot of times last year. You know what I mean? When the quarterback just still got the way. He was getting close. It's like, and you got to remember, fucking Coons coming off that injury, bro. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Ended up with like 5.5 sacks, right? Or something like that. I mean, obviously.
He's getting off that edge, man.
Not what a number 7 pick should be getting, but I know it's a lot different from, his other years. So, like, this should be a year supposedly dealing with no.
Was it 5.5?
Whatever. Got 5.5, yeah, because I was keeping track.
Was it 5.5?
Yeah, you guys had a bet.
He had a fucking bet. He had
must have bought a movie or some shit.
He was supposed to have he was supposed to have 2 more.
Season before that, he had 3, right?
Yeah.
Season before, they only had like 2 or 3. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's getting closer. Like, to me, putting him on the inside just takes away the whole reason that he can use his length. Like, I don't like him on the inside. I want him on the outside.
Yeah.
Because I like my guys on the inside, man. And that's another guy too, man. Jonah Laulu, man. I keep bringing him up. He hit me up. He said, "Oos, don't even trip. I got y'all, Raider Nation. He gonna be up in the middle, bro." And Max was on the podium yesterday talking about how special a player he is. Like, these guys is, they ready to go. I'm confident in the defensive line, bro. Like, my only concern for this team right now is that back end. That's the only thing stopping me from saying, yeah, we're going to the playoffs. That's the only thing stopping me from saying that.
I'm more worried about corner. I'm not really worried about the safeties, because I know that they're gonna have some blunders. To be honest, I do know that, but. And like you say, some big plays will hurt you, but I like our or a bunch of safeties, like especially with the Jamal Adams. If he could become anything like he was, that's gonna be good. I like Palomalu because he is becoming a better range type guy too. Like I think he's sneaky and like I think he's just gonna get better with under like Pete type of tutelage type shit too. So that and Chin is what he is. Chin is good. Chin is like he is what he is. I know he's probably gonna he's the one that he might have some mess ups and some drop coverages, whatever. But like they say, like today in coverage, like we didn't see him last year, but dude was a baller in college. I mean, hopefully that dude could even jump out of nowhere. Trey Taylor, it's a name that we didn't see last year, but best,
he was a beast in college, bro.
Best safety in the land, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I know a lot of people are talking about how he got a pick today in camp.
Yeah, facts.
So we'll see with Trey Taylor if he can become that guy that's in there for when teams know that they know teams are gonna have to pass out there or whatever. He's just that better guy in coverage or whatever. Maybe he earns a spot there. So it's like I like our safety position, but I will agree totally on we need some depth, corner or a legitimate
corner.
What are you guys thinking about DCAM? I mean, coming up, I
like that. I know a lot of people are saying that he might be a camp casualty, he might be a late cut, but I like DCAMs because that dude's physical. I don't know, man. Physical and he's fast too. Got thrown into the fire last year, which I think our whole defense was bad. He's one of those type of like instances, kind of like how Pratt struggled in that defense last year with the Bengals.
That's good.
It's kind of almost the same type of shit. Like dude was a rookie, got thrown in there on a ugly defense last year for the Raiders, dog. That dealt with a bunch of injuries. That was an all-time fucking also bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just think that like maybe this year he gets some. It's from year to year, dog. Especially when you're having a totally different. Like we've seen how even the first year with Ja'Cory Bennett. I know last year Ja'Cory started off strong. I know he kind of tailed off a little bit, and then he had his injury, which that was like week 10, week 11 or something like that. But Ja'Cory started off strong in camp, started off strong in the year. The whole defense kind of struggled as a whole once they started going through the injuries, which he kind of felt that he wasn't no exception. But hopefully DCAM can have that type of jump. You know what I mean? Hopefully DCAM can have that type of sophomore jump where he knows the speed now. He knows the physicalness of the game. Because he has the attributes, he has the speed, he has the
he's got the length, he's got the length, all that.
Yeah,
but last year, in reality, last year he graded below average. Him and Bennett, they were below average corners, bro. They could not cover.
on a pretty bad defense as well. So,
I mean, but shit, it's you on the island, it's you man to man.
Yeah,
you can't help it. You can't, it ain't about you missing a tackle. It's about can you cover your man, and they was below average, my guy. That's why I'm like, I'm not real good with these dice rolls. That's why I'm like, sometimes you got to get like they got veterans everywhere to mix in with, like you said, with rookies and veterans. But that's the one position that we needed most. But they're not mixing it in.
I agree. Corner, we need some help.
We don't have one. We don't have one proven starting corner.
I like DCAM, but that's not going to take me away from the fact that we need help at corner.
Yeah, right.
It's like DCAM doesn't make me say we're good at corner now. I like him, and hopefully he can become. Better under Pete, like we hope everybody can become better under Pete, whatever. But damn, I would feel a lot more comfortable, if we have that, even like a guy, like I said, like I know a lot of people get on me when I keep saying this name, and it's like he's old, like why he fucking still want to? But Stephon Gilmore, dog, still would help out this fucking team.
Yes.
No,
I know he's old.
He got smoked last year too.
Yeah,
he got smoked last year. Now I'm gonna say a name.
I'm talking about having him like instead of Darnay Holmes, like a guy that you could count on. Like, oh shit, like now a guy goes down and now you have Darnay Holmes as like a guy stepping in. Like
better than that.
You know what I mean?
I got another name for you right now that I think he deserves another chance, man. Jack Jones, fuck it, go get him. He was a starter on the outside. He had good days and he had bad days. He's better than every corner we have out there right now, bro.
I think, but they're the ones that let him go, though, right?
Am I right though, Gabe? He's better than every corner we have. That's
so
scary. Think about that. He's still better than our corners.
During the year, did we let him go like at the very end of the year?
Nah, AP them. Yeah.
AP let him go,
Yeah,
right?
AP them let him go. Yeah, they let him go because he got into a fight, remember, in the end zone and all that other shit. He was just wilding out. But it's like, bro, you can get him for a cheap, prove it, bro. You know, we'll get rid of you shit. Because he's going to make plays, and he's got that attitude, man. And he's better than Cameron Richardson. He's better than Jacorian Bennett. He's better than Stokes. He's better than these guys, bro. And that's scary. For Jack Jones to be a better option than every corner I name, we need fucking help.
Free agent too, huh?
Yeah, still free agent. Why not?
The thing with Jack Jones though is like he has the talent. It's just that I think it's a lot of the shit with him because he's made plays. Dog, the dude's a good. You know, he has instincts. Like, but I don't know what it is. Like you said, he was wilding out. He was wilding out and shit like that. I don't know what it is about. He might not be the best guy to get along with. Maybe like I don't know what it is because he could ball. Like I know he took some chances, like you said, but like. Taking some chances on a bad defense, trying to make something happen sometimes. You know what I mean? So
it's hard to, exactly. It's hard to stay in my spot, stay structured when I know he's gonna fuck up, he's gonna get burned. I gotta take a chance, right? It's a different mentality.
I started seeing from him was very, very
I just think it has to be
very like mirror effect of fucking what's the name? Peters. He wasn't trying to come in and make tackles. He was letting people buy him and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And when I seen him on Pivot, he was basically saying, bro, like, hey, man, like, you know, I've made some mistakes.
Well, the only reason I say, though, that it's a character thing, though, the only reason is because he was tight with AP, dog. Like, AP recruited him for years.
Right. You think anybody can reel it in and be AP.
Like, if anybody was, like, going to be, like, take it like throughout the whole year and like maybe play a whole year under him, it was gonna be AP. And like, for AP to like let him go during the like at the end of the year where they were struggling like a motherfucker anyway, and still just let him go. That's why I think it had to have been something, a locker room thing or a character type shit where it was like maybe rubbing off on other players where maybe that was like, oh shit, I gotta nip this shit right now before it gets even worse.
No, you're right. No, you're right. But that good thing about you knowing somebody also can be a bad thing, right? Like you need a roommate at your house. Who's gonna be a better roommate, your homie or a stranger? Probably gonna be a stranger. You know what I mean? So I think he might be better under Pete Carroll than he was under AP because he's like, man, that's the homie. He ain't gonna cut me. He ain't gonna cut me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to come into this situation, they don't owe you shit. Give you 1.5. Like, here, motherfucker, you finna get 1.5. You're gonna be like, fuck. I gotta show everybody I can still play. I mean, I just look at our guys. I don't see why not, man. I just don't see why not because we need some fucking help.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're talking more to the fact that we just need help there. That's it. We need help. Someone, one way or another, we need some type of help there at corner. Fucking Jones,
absolutely.
Like Asante Samuel Jr. Go out and trade for somebody. Like Jair's been unhappy. Go out and fucking make a splash for that or whatever it is. But something there would help big time.
Well, shit, Jair went to Baltimore. He went to Baltimore. He went and added on to a dope ass defense. That's why I'm like, to me, that's what I'm saying. The best guys out there available right now is Mike Hilton and Asante Samuel Jr. We got the bread. Go do it. Just do it.
So Gio was asking.
Just do it because they do that. I'm telling you, man. Now I'm talking playoffs. I can't talk playoffs with these guys at the corner position.
Now if fucking Darian Porter jumps off the screen in game one and all of that shit, then it's a totally different story. But right now, what we have on the field, like without seeing any of those rookies or what they could put up yet, because that's always iffy. You know what I mean? With any rookie, so. It would be nice to get a proven guy for sure. It would be nice to get a proven guy.
And rotating your young guys. You know what I mean? Don't just throw them out on islands. I just don't. I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
Shit, if Derek Porter comes out and fucking turns into Sauce Gardner, year one type Sauce Gardner, then shit.
Oh, because Jack Jones after the fire.
We're in business. You know what I mean? But that's wishing. That's wishful thinking. You know what I mean?
It's not about whether he's all of that. Shit. What about Pratt? He was available.
Word.
There's different reasons guys don't get signed immediately.
Yeah. Gio. Right now
still
we're
do
at
got
30
money.
mil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We still do got money, and that's why I was saying last show too. Like, I think there's still a lot of time to where like there is gonna be a cap casualty or wherever it is, dog, somewhere around the league to where I think they're that's what they're focused on now. Like to where that's the second part of this building this team. You know what I mean, for this year. Like get somebody that's gonna help out for this year, like especially when you get to already see a couple of weeks of training camp or whatever it is, maybe the first fucking preseason game, and you get a couple of cuts around the league, and you finally even get to see what you really need to improve on your team. So I still think that there's going to be room for some more moves.
Yeah, it's time. It's still time. It's still time.
Justin Simmons,
yeah, exactly. But us bringing in Adams, let me know we're not gonna go get Justin Simmons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, I just feel like these two corners that I keep naming, these guys are gonna move the needle immediately. They immediately make your defense.
I think Samuel for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, man. Check out Mike Hilton, man. Check out Mike Hilton from Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, no, him.
I know who Wilkins is. Yeah, that guy's
good. He's good, bro. Spend the money.
Samuel played in our division too. Like I like Southern Samuel because he has that know of our division. The guy like he knows Herbert. You know what I mean? He knows Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? He might not know Bo Nix a lot, but I mean, shit. He's a good enough corner to where he can. You know what I mean? It's just I think I like Hilton though too. That's gonna take for a trade, but Santi Samuel's just out there for the taking, and he's been out there for the taking. Like fuck.
But wasn't there an issue with Samuel's him like it's not him being on the field, but it was more along the line with his contract. He really wasn't like a team player. I mean, I thought I heard something about that. Am I tripping?
No, that has been like a red flag thing type of thing with him, but because it is kind of the thing why he's still available. But I mean, that's why you got these veteran head coaches, right? Like they've made it work before. Right? Like can they do it with these type of guys? Like that's what it all depends on if they're willing to take the chance. Like that if they are willing to take the chance on it, that's going to give me the confidence in that guy. If they are willing to take, like right now, obviously we haven't went to go get him, but if we do go get him, shit, that's going to give me the confidence that Pete knows what he's doing enough to where I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if anybody else didn't take a chance on him or whatever anybody else has said about him in the past. Pete's now taking a chance on him, and if he thinks he can, then that's what it is, because he is a good player. That's never been the issue with him. It's more about I think with that type of shit, and he's maybe had a couple of issues with maybe staying a little bit healthy, but
he had a shoulder issue. He had a shoulder issue. That's really the main reason people haven't really signed him like that. Maybe he won't pass a physical. I don't know. But that's why that's why I really been on Hilton. I kind of moved out Samuel, but I'd be happy with either one of them. But I really feel like if you get Mike Hilton in there and you put him in the slot, now you have a true slot, and now you can worry. Now I'm not gonna die with Bennett on the outside, because I see that he can be good. He can be good. I'm more afraid of Stokes out there on the other side, who was never good except for at Georgia. That scares me, bruh.
Well, DCAM is right behind him, and Jacorian Bennett on the roster on ESPN is basically showing that he's behind. DCAM's behind Stokes, and Bennett's behind Porter. So Porter already took that spot.
On the outside, right?
Yeah, on the outside. Yeah. So but hey, trip out. Like I want to keep on talking about that, and we'll continue. But I did see this what Lecky was talking about. I heard that they're going to want to trade Mayer and a second round, and I think something else for Scary Terry. Apparently, you guys don't know. You won't do it.
I would in a minute, but why would the fuck they do that? Fucking look at. Let me tell you, Scary Terry is the only receiver. Is Scary Terry, and I forget one more receiver. They're the only ones who had 1,000 yards the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would they trade him for a fucking guy who doesn't have fucking 5 touchdowns in his career? He was good at Notre Dame. He's done nothing in the fucking NFL. Yeah. That just don't sound right. Like they should kick around maybe they should trade Jacoby Meyer for Terry. Why the fuck would they do that? Trade a number 2 for a number 1. Come on, y'all. I know we would have wishful thinking, but come on, man. Some shit is just something to read, and that's it.
It's too far. I mean, when I seen it, I was like, fuck it, let's go. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker ain't did shit. Like that'd be a win-win for us. Because Michael Mayer ain't done shit. And people say, well, Michael Mayer, he's been with bad quarterbacks. Motherfucker, Brock just made history with the same quarterbacks. I don't want to hear
the reason why that was because I think some even one dude, like I forgot what sports writers brought it up. He did bring that up though too. I don't even know if it was the Mayer thing. Like, I just know that what I read, it was that if Terry does get moved, one of the top landing spots would be the Raiders, because the Raiders are in need of a number one, and because that's the whole reason why it would be. And he's looking for a new contract, I guess, and because they just got Debo or whatever, and he's looking for a new contract because I think I don't know if did he show up to camp or was one of the guys that's holding out. One of the guys that's holding out, right?
Yeah, he back? That's I think he's at camp. Last I read, he was at camp.
I know he's looking for a new contract.
Yeah.
I know Terry is looking for. So that's why I'm saying if he were to be moved, I just read that the Raiders would be one of the top landing spots, but I never read nothing about the Raiders.
Yeah,
that's new news to me. But I just read about that.
I would ignore that for the fact that Spy Tech hasn't proven he wants to pay anyone besides Max Crosby. You're not gonna trade for Terry and not give him his 30. You know what I mean? Like, that's not even gonna work. He's gonna be doing the same thing he's doing right now. Like, I don't even see that even happening because they haven't proven they'll pay anyone but Max. That's why
I did read that, but I never brought it up because that's just like you say, like that's just one of those reports that you just look at where like you're scrolling and it's just like,
they bored. Yeah, they just bored.
You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, what I love the idea, hell yeah. I mean,
That's what we need. Like, that's what I'm saying. Fuck, imagine how good we are with a true number one and Jacoby and Brock and Genty. Fucking forget about it. But that's when you show that you're going for it. You know what I mean? Like, we've been doing little things here, but we haven't done nothing to be like, oh shit, Gabe, we are fucking going for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't done that.
Well, let's put that shit in the air, man. There's a lot of shit happening right now.
I mean,
that's what we haven't seen yet, man. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't jumped out my chair like, we're fucking going for it. If we did that, we're going for it.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't. They haven't proven that they want to pay anyone. Even though we came in with the second most cap space, we still haven't really did. You know what I mean? Made a move that we're like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just been slowly building pieces. Okay, I see that. All right, I can see that. All right, but nothing that we fucking jumped out of our chair about. You know what I'm saying? But that would definitely do it. That would make Raider Nation lose their fucking mind, and we would be really on to something.
Yeah, you got a guy like that or a top end corner somehow, dog. Like you go trade for a corner, somehow like you make a splash, some corner like just out of nowhere, like a blue, like you just go get somebody like a Mike Hilton, like you go trade for a Mike like Hilton or something like that. Like you go do something like that, bro. Like it starts becoming like a more and more of a reality of like, damn, this team is going to make a move. I mean, it really is looking like a 10-win type year. You know what I mean? It is win like double-digit type win year because it just adds to the like. I know that, but I also know that like they are looking towards the future too. Like it's a weight thing. Like it's like a balance thing to where like is it gonna cost them more this year to go get Mike Hilton if they can go get like maybe there's free agents next year that they can go pay top dollar for because they are going to have money next year.
I've always been on this year.
I've always been the thing of like, I know he wasn't going to build this team like totally how he wanted in 1 year. Like, so it's, I mean, I would love to go get those guys, but
he could have.
It's just, but I like the moves that we've made. I do like the move. I like that we are becoming a more solid team and just more of a team that's in his image, building it in his type of image. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just think that we're seeing what we got in campers. I do really think that we are going to make some more moves though.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I just feel like if we can get us a receiver and we can get us one of them corners now, because right now I feel like we like a 7, 8, 9 win team who are losing those other games real close. Because we can't get a stop in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like we're really fucking close right now. And I just want them to just fucking get these last couple pieces, and I feel like they can definitely be right there because I don't believe in Denver. We always can beat the fucking Clipper Chargers, as long as we have a decent quarterback, we have a chance to beat them. You know
Never
what I'm saying?
in LA though.
Well, hey. Yeah, you're right. We always, but it's always a split.
Like,
It's always a split though. We always split these motherfuckers.
When you got to go against like the receiving, like the teams that have receivers like fucking like the Eagles. We play the Eagles. They have fucking AJ Brown. They got Devontae Smith. They got, you know what I mean? They got guys like that. They got, and then you got to play. Who's the team that we're playing? Oh, the Cowboys. You know, you got to play the fucking Cowboys. You got CeeDee Lamb.
We're fucking toast right now in that game. Right now, in that game, we're toast right now with our corners right now.
Like,
people think we're gonna beat the Cowboys. No, not right now.
They got some fucking mismatches on the outside, bro. Like they got some bad mismatches on the outside right now. If Darian Porter can become, like I said, it's all predicated. Like if that guy can become, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's wishful thinking to have him coming out the gates. You know what I mean? To be that guy right away. Like obviously, I mean not obviously, but like if he on some depth charts he is the number one guy already, which that means he is making progress. He is making a lot of progress because he is. I mean, if he's already slided in as the number one, you know what I mean, corner out there, you know, or starting at least opposed to the number one guy. So it's like, I don't know, man. Hopefully that guy can become it. But like I said, like
hopefully
in that game, you got Stokes against CeeDee Lamb, and you got, you know, Ja'Cory and Bennett against Pickens, bro. Like
that's the
what
mismatch.
Are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. And then you got to keep this in mind too. Who we hearing making the most smoke in camp right now? Who's got the biggest name in camp right now?
I'm really not going to say too much. It's day 2. You're hearing Thornton.
No. Besides training camp, I'm talking about from mini camps and training camp too. It's exactly. And guess what he's doing? He's eating on these corners. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he don't even know what the fuck he's doing yet. But he's out there being the best receiver we have right now. I mean, obviously Jacoby ain't got nothing to prove. That's not, you know, whatever he do, they just like, that's just him doing his thing. But they can't stop Thornton right now. He don't even know what he's doing yet. He ain't even figured it out yet. Like, to me, that tells me like Thornton could be real good, which I think he is gonna be good. But it also tells me we don't got a guy that can stop this guy. And if he can't stop them, how you gonna stop a veteran than CeeDee Lamb?
I do really think though, like I will put more weight on the next 2 weeks though, like because these next 2 weeks I want to see who really jumps up. The next 2 weeks I want to see because now it's like with the veterans, it's actually like mandatory training camps. It's not the rookie made training camps. It's like now it's gonna be like, you know, these guys are fighting for fucking jobs. Like I know they've been doing that since day one, but they're picking up the system. You know what I mean? That first couple weeks or whatever. Guys getting accustomed to new coaching stuff, whatever it is. But right now, these dudes, I know that like, you know, there's 90 guys out there, whatever it is, 94, 90 something, whatever guys out there. So it's like these guys are going to be fighting for spots because there's a lot of young dudes, a lot of dudes on the cusp of can be casualties. You know, you don't know who could be cut, especially with a guy like Wilkins being released today. You know what I mean? Like anybody can be released. You know what I mean? Like obviously, if your name is not Max Crosby or somebody like that, like you can be cut. You know what I mean? So it's like it's. I just think that the next couple of weeks is going to be big on what the names that you hear are like. Oh shit, this guy made a big play or whatever it is. Like, or especially if you hear him a couple of days in a row making big plays and shit like that. Like if Trey Taylor goes out there tomorrow and does a couple more things and keeps it on to next week, then damn, that's big news. You know what I mean? Because it's a guy we haven't seen on the field, but has balled before. And shit, I know he didn't play because of an injury last year, but I mean, I expect some big things out of Trey Taylor, bro. Like, dude was the best defensive back or best safety in all of college football. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
for sure. Yeah.
It's just these next couple of weeks are going to be big time for a lot of players, especially guys that are on.
When they put those pads on, I'm not sure when they put the pads on. I know I'm gonna be there at the training camp on the 12th. When they put the pads on, that's when we're really gonna find out what's up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's when we're gonna find out what's up. But you're right. I mean, but Porter, like I said, I've been hearing nothing but good things about Porter. You know what I'm saying? But he also been getting ate on too by Thornton Jr. But it's hard to cover a motherfucker 6'5" who got hands, who got speed. So I'm not gonna hold that against him. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's hard. That's hard even for a veteran. Yeah, that's hard for a veteran corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But He has been making the noise himself. He's been making noise, but I just feel like we get that. If we get that slot guy, you can have the young Porter on one side, Bennett on the other side, and the safeties we have right now. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's about, like I said, we're gonna score points. It's gonna be exciting to watch the team, but it's gonna be about, okay, the Raiders been winning fucking 21-13 all game, and here goes the fucking fourth quarter, and they can't get a stop and they lose 27-24. That's what I'm afraid of, and that's what happens to you on the back end. You know what I mean? We've seen that shit 2022, man. We've seen it.
Time again.
Yeah, that shit kills me, man.
Yeah, well, we'll hey, Sunday, man, if you want to pull up again, bro, like I know Gravy's he wanted to get on with you too and talk some shit too. So yeah, we're only doing about hours and a half shows and shit like that. We both got to go to work early.
Yeah,
and shit.
this is the move. This is the move to the move. Hopefully, this is the move to make the move. Like that would be the best case scenario. Like they made this move because they're like, I heard somebody earlier say, big move coming. Like shit. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
30 mils a lot, man. Especially if they work it out, however they work it. You know what I mean? To where it's like they can even move some money to where like.
I know the Raiders are trying to get money back though. I know they're trying to get $35 million back, guaranteed back. So
that puts at 65.
So $35 million back guaranteed. That's still something back. You know what I mean? Like if they can find a way to get that back, that won't hurt as much.
Like you're saying, Vita Vea. Hey, shit, I'll take it.
Hey, he available right now? Hell yeah, I'm throwing Vita Vea in there right now.
You go get a guy like that, bro. That we got no problems on our fucking
nothing.
Hell no, he playing the run and he playing the pass. I'll fuck with Vita Vea, man. He a fucking beast.
Well, shit, man, that's the show, man. We're gonna be live again on Sunday, man, 6:00. Make sure you guys stick around. We'll be live next Tuesday. We'll be live on Thursday. We're getting back into it, man. We're just
camp's here, man. Camp's here.
So and then plus with this, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. So
first preseason next weekend, right, or something like that, or next Thursday, or something like that. Next Thursday, Friday, or something like that is our first preseason game.
Let me double check. Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah,
August 1st or something like that, something like I know it's early August, so we have a fucking preseason game pretty damn soon. I think it's next week already, next weekend or at the latest.
I'll tell you right now. Okay, so preseason August 7th.
Okay, 2 weeks.
August 7th, and then August 16th, and then preseason August 23rd, September 7th, and the fucking 15th. I will be there. We're fucking going.
I'll be at the home opener on Monday night too. I'll be there.
You gonna be at the home opener, bro?
I'll be at the home opener for sure. I know I won't be in New England. But I'll be at the home opener.
Yeah. Are you gonna be at the home opener? Yeah. All right.
I might pull up.
All right, shit. We gotta work that shit out, man. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for pulling up, man. Yeah, hit that like button on the way out. Remember, our guest today is Sportsman, so he's on IG at the Sportsman and also on YouTube. You got Hood Sport. What is it? Hood Sports?
I might pull up on that home opener, man. I'm not sure.
Okay, for sure. But yeah, man, make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out, man. Comment on this so we get get more guests in here, man, and get a lot more interaction. It's very, very close, man. It's very, very close. Season is popping up, man. So appreciate you guys. Like we always tell you guys around these parts, be thankful for what you do, guys, and what you don't. Don't drink and drive. And how we always end the show, man, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders! All right, man. You guys have a good one. We'll see you on Sunday. Peace.